Hello YouTube, this is the Dark Green Tea, and today I'm going to be showing you a very interesting strategy game on 1, 2, 3, 4 player games. Now the reason why this game is interesting is because of how it's coded very strangely, because it's very bad at being a 3-player game or a 4-player game. So first let me go into 1 player, and let me go 1v1 the hard AI. Now I am the red team, the AI is the blue team. So they're going to start there, I'm going to start here. How this game works is that whenever it's your turn, any dot or any circle you have can gain a white dot in it. And when a circle has 4 dots, it splits off into a bunch of 1s, as you can see there. Now I could choose any one of these guys to add a dot to, and this process will continue on both sides until one of these dots hits 4, in which case it'll split off. Now, me and the AI are currently not spraying out any of our dots because strategy, I guess. But now the AI is going to have to split one of his dots off, and as you can see, one of them went into the void because it went off the map. Of course, I'm going to do the same thing, and I guess the process shall continue. Now, an important thing to note is that if one of your circles is next to another person's circle and it has 3 dots and it gains another one, turning it into a 4, which means it spreads out, the dot that's next to that dot will become the enemy dot, which basically means the dots can become infected. Now what's going to happen here is that since when a part or one of these circles splits off, it makes a bunch of 4s, it's going to cause the next one down to become a 4. So if I say click the bottom left circle, it's going to cause the circle right of it to become a 4, then above, then those 2, and they're going to combine, and then all that's going to happen. Now, to be a little bit more descriptive, what happened is that one of those 2 dot ones gained 2 dots, which means it became a 4. Now, nothing too much is going to happen here, although I do have to be concerned because if that one circle becomes a 3 and then splits off, it's going to cause those 2 to become the next become 4s, and then all that's going to happen. But with what I just did now, I can now do this contamination spree and almost win. Sadly, I'm not going to win quite yet. I'm almost there though. Alright, I like that because now I can do that. We're going to split off, and then I'm going to be able to contaminate these 2, and now they're still alive, but possibly not for long. However, I did kind of screw it up by making that 2 instead of not doing anything. However, now I'm starting to get some more pieces, and those are going to split off. Oh no, they're going to come back. This is tragic. Anyways, I need to be focused here and not explain the game. Kind of like what I'm trying to do here, but it's fine. That's what fast forwarding is doing. Alright, here comes the interesting part. So you can see how I have this block of 3s. Now if I click on the bottom left one, what's going to happen is just that's going to spread out to 2 4s. And those 2 4s are going to make that 3 into a 5. And this is the interesting part. When there's a 5, instead of breaking off into like 1, 2, and then 3 1s randomly, it breaks off into 4 2s. Which means that the 3's next to that now 5, and those 5's are going to make 2 2's, which is then going to go into that 3, making a 7. Now what happens when there's a 7? Well, we're about to find out. And as you can see, a nuclear explosion just happened. So what happens is that the main issue with this game is that there's exponential growth. So if I just quickly just make a game happen here and just like get a 7 to happen controllably, so there's not like a complete nuclear explosion. Alright, so what's gonna happen is something nuclear. Now I don't know exactly how bad this is gonna be, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you like all the numbers displaying around it, like in real time, so you guys can know what the numbers are. So what's gonna first happen is I'm gonna click the top right corner. Let's go. As you can see, the game did a little bit of lagging, but now green won because of the nuclear explosive capabilities of this. Now I'm gonna put like a chart down of like the exponential growth curve of green in that scenario, and yeah, that should be it. Time to move on to the next segment. Alright, just to hammer the point home on how this exponential growth curve happens. So this is say the dots in the circle, and this is the outcome. So obviously there's 1, 2, and 3. There's no dots that are produced. With 4, there are 4 dots because there's if I used a formula here, there is 1 times 4. So the formula is basically the number minus 3 and then times 4. And as you can see, I basically just put all the numbers down. If I remove the decimals, so as you can see, this is the exponential growth function. If you look at this is just for 5, and as you can see, I'm just doing the process over and over again. As you can see, it gets to quite a large number. Now I also did the same thing with 2 to the power of 3.9. As you can see, conveniently the curves nearly match perfectly up. As you can see, you like zoom in, you can see how they're both blue. And you also can tell because these are both 15, these are both 15, these are both 16. So yeah, this is basically all I want to cover. The exponential growth curve goes crazy, and consider liking and subscribing. That's it. That's all for now. Next upload should be about shapes too, if I can get back to my Steam account, because my Steam account needs to be reset. Alright, anyways, goodbye.